So for this painting, I'm just using my primary colors of red, yellow, and blue, and white. So all we need today are our synthetic brushes, okay? And you could use small, medium, and large. And if we need anything smaller, we will get it. But have some synthetic brushes, chiseled edge, synthetic or nylon, and we'll use those today. So I'm going to use the biggest one I have. My canvas is 11 by 14, so I don't need a huge brush, but I'm going to use this one. And I'm just going to do the whole background down to, this is going to be the floor or the sidewalk, and this is going to be the cafe. So I'm just going to take some blue. I'm just going to do a blue background for now, and then we'll put the rest on top. So just blue. Not too dark, but dark enough so that we can, when we add things on top of it, it'll show up. So there we go. Just adding some white to my dark blue. You can have a light blue if you want to. I like mixing my own paints. See, that's simple. We're going to make this as easy as we can today for you. I'm not going to use magic white today because I'm putting things on top of it right away. We're not actually blending colors. I use magic white to blend colors and to keep my paint wet longer, but today I don't want it wet too long, and I don't need to mix any colors. But as you can see, it can be a little tedious sometimes if you're trying to get the same color. So if you're a beginner, I would say if you have a bottle of blue paint there that's already pre-mixed and you have enough in that bottle, then I would say use that. So we only want one solid color in the background here, see? See? All right. Good. Now you got one solid color. Good. Now we'll do a little place for them to sit, their chairs, tables on. We'll take this off, this tape. That was to get a nice straight line. And then we will make whatever color you want down there, okay? So you can add black to that and you get gray. I'm going to add red. I want some color, okay? I'm going to add this color. I'm going to add red to my blue, and I'm going to get purple color. And I'm going to use that for my street sidewalk. So you can have whatever color you want, you know. Good. Might lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, I think it'd be nice with a little bit of lightness to it. I'm just going to add a bit of highlight to this here, just to say there might be some light shining down on it or something. There we go. So I do this while it's still wet. See, it gives a little more detail. I like that because it gives it kind of like it's like it could be shadows, you know, because you're keeping your shadows. You're just putting on some highlight over what you just did, and that way it makes it look like there's light shining down on that concrete floor ground. See? Isn't it cool? You know, because they're going to be sitting in the sun. Alrighty. Now when your background is dry, take a piece of chalk and draw out your little shade. There's a little shade coming down around, I'd say here, because we want to have a nice big window here. So we'll take a line from this top here down here, okay? And another one over here. So that's your shade, right? So now you come over. You come straight over. And if you have a problem keeping your line straight, you can certainly use tape, okay? If your line's not straight enough. Whatever way you know, you can use one here probably went over a little bit too far. The beauty of the chalk is you can wipe it out. See? Look. And it won't hurt anything. Wipe it out with a damp brush also. Okay? And then you can come on over with your line. Like I say, you can use a ruler. Okay? So that line there, I don't want that there. So all I do is get a clean brush. Clean damp brush, and I can get rid of that. Make sure your brush is clean because paint on it will come off and it'll mix in with what you got there. That seems to be better. If you see a color or something, that's probably your chalk, but that will wipe off after you use a clean brush. Okay. So we will. Now you can get a smaller brush if you want to. If you want to get another one of your brushes, just you can get a small brush. And you can paint that whatever color you want. All right. I might make mine red. I think I'll do red. I think red will be cute. All right. You can do blue, a darker blue, so you can see it, or you can do red or yellow. Yellow might be nice too. Oh my, yellow would be really nice. All right. So I'm just gonna use the chisel edge of my brush. Okay. That's why I picked these synthetic brushes, because they have a chiseled edge, and that way you can go right up against the lines, and then you don't have to, you know, use a ruler and everything, but I find a chiseled edge is a really big help. So let's see if we can get a window on there. I'm just using one of these things that you use for when you're plastering your walls or whatever. You can use a ruler, but I just wanted to use this because it has a handle on it and I can hold on to it better. So let's see if I can get a window here. So I'm just going to go underneath what I did. I might come down a little bit in case I want to put some fringes or something on there. And I'm going to come right over to the edge. I'm going to use that to help me get the size of the window too. Okay, so that's one line. And then another line is down here. All right. I have to eyeball it, or you can measure from one end to the other. You can measure how far in to go. You can do all kinds of measuring, and then you can come down here and come up. Just mark it so that you'll have some idea where you want to go with it. Alright, so I would say that's good, I hope. Alrighty then, that's not too bad. Good. And then you can put that down here like that. And like that. There, now we have a window to the world. So I'm just going to take, now you can use any colors you want. I'm just using my primary colors to make some colors. I'm just going to add my red and blue together to make kind of a deep purplish color. But I want it more on the red side because I want to match this up here a little bit. Just, I think, go on your chiseled edge and make your line. So we'll put our window opening going inwards. You can go outwards if you like. You come out this way. I'm going to go in. Make it going inwards. I think it'd be nice. Just trying to figure out what would look good, and then I'm just going to make those lines so they'll match up. There and here. There we go, that looks like it's going inwards. Good. Okay, so now you can make your shutters, whatever color you want. So I'm just going to add some red. And I'm going to lighten up. I'm going to put some white. It's got a bit of blue there. And I'm just going to maybe add a little bit more. I don't know. Not too much. I'm just going to kind of, I don't want it too white, right? I'm just going to add some streaks as if there's light shining through there, okay? Just to make it look like there's light shining through that window. We don't need to be too complicated. We just add a bit of this and a bit of that, and you got nice light shining in through that window. Okay. Good. Can't get any easier than that, can you? Isn't that cool? It's cute, isn't it? Now when all this is done, yes, it's not completely done. This is just the basics, okay? So I might add some new stuff. I want to fix up the ledges, and but this is the basics. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer the pattern onto the top of this, and then when we get all that done, then we can go back and finish up some nice details. Now when your paint on the background is dry, you tape on your pattern, okay? And I got this pattern from Pixabay, and I'll have the reference photo for you and the pattern, okay? And they're in my blog because I can't put them on YouTube. So they'll be in my blog and my Patreon page. So that's where you'll find the pattern and the reference photo to help you get the colors that you want. And I also have the carbon paper, okay? I transferred my carbon paper. I don't mind the lines because I always manage to paint them out. And I just put that underneath there, take a pen and trace it out, okay? If you want the light, you may have to take this off and then you move it over to where you want it, and then you trace it on by itself, okay? So that's how you do that. Now, it's a little hard to see, but you have to, when you're doing it, you'll know where everything is placed, right? So what we'll do is we'll start painting in some of the colors so that we can see what it's going to look like. And then we'll do all our details at the end. So I'm just going to use a small brush, a small flat brush. I'm just going to put that in here. I'm going to add white to it because yellow is so opaque. Because yellow is transparent, I should say, and white will opaque it. It'll make it more thick and you won't be able to see through it as much. Okay, now you can have whatever colors you want up here. Alright. I just want to get something started. I'm not even going to worry about if I want to change. I might even change some of the colors, you know what I mean? Like, just get something started. Sometimes it's hard to know where to start, what to do, how to do it. Just color it in as if you're using a coloring book. Right? Really, I mean, once you draw it out, then you just color it in like when we're kids. And then after that, because we're going to be more advanced, we are going to add whatever we want after, okay? Any stripes or any extra details. Maybe a second coat here and there, you know, all kinds of stuff. And once you get this started, it's going to be so much easier for you than trying to get everything done all at one time. Your basics done first, your colors in, even if the colors are not exactly what you want, just get something done. Because that takes a lot of time too, just getting it laid out, you know, your composition laid out and the way you want it, the colors you want to put on there. And even if you do have a reference photo, you still might want to change it up a little bit. Better. Like I say, it's harder for me because I'm standing to the side here. I notice some artists, they sit down. That's nice. I'm just going to add a little bit of red to my yellow there now, just to separate this so you can see it, okay? want more orangey, so I'm gonna add more yellow. There we go, that's better. Kind of an orangey color, because I don't want it red, you know, clashing with those shutters there. I want different colors so you can see the different shapes. Right. It's okay if it don't mix complete, like, you know what I mean? Like the yellow and the red kind of separates a little bit, and that's kind of nice. Gives you different values. There we go. So far, so good. Now I'm going to take a little more red and blue to darken it up. My brush is dirty, that's okay. I'm just trying to get a dark color for the this here. Use the chisel edge of your brush. Marvelous. Now we want to decide what color we want the table. Get some cups on the table. Let's get the cups done so we can see them. So use a dark color. If you need to use black, you certainly can add your black. I just want to use my primary colors today to show you that you can do a painting with just your primary colors. So I'm just going to add a little bit of red to that blue, give it a nice dark color, and I'm going to see if I can get a really tiny brush, get the shape of those cups. I might need a smaller brush. Oops, put my hand on that. I have to use my little finger. Just want to get that in there so I know where the cup is, where it's sitting. And if you want to change the color later, just get something on there. Good. I might have to use, so I will use that to make my cup. And you know, I might have to sit down. So many tiny lines. See, now I'll see. I think a nice light color on top, maybe a light, just a light table on top, so you can see it. Wait for your cups to dry, because you might get them mixed in with your table. Chiseled edge up against that edge there. Maybe it's a white tablecloth. Maybe. I'm going to add a little bit of white down here just so we can see the shape. Put a little white tablecloth there or something. We'll figure that out after. At least you can see it. At least you can see it. So with the legs of the table, I'm just going to add my blue and my red just to get a dark color. Nice dark color. Now if you have a hard time with your brush, you can use a marker. Why not? You can buy acrylic markers. They have acrylic paint in them. See? I think I got this one on my in my Amazon. I'll check it out for you. But this is acrylic paint, so it doesn't matter if it's a brush or, you know, some kind of tool to help you, right? You know, if you got a tool that can help you like this, so much easier. Look, 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 boom. If I was using a brush now, my hand would be going all over the place. So I think I'll keep that. Got a little edge on it down there. Yep. And her hair is black. You could even use it on her hair. Right? Use her hair. You can make the hair whatever way you want. So you can do this. You can get these acrylic markers, right, in all colors. Let's see if I got them in my Amazon shop for you. And that way you can do small details with the markers because it's so much better, easier to handle. It's much easier to handle, see? Especially when you got really small details, you know. So I'll just do this for you just to show you can do this. That's her hair. And you can also go back over it with other colors when it dries, right? See? It's a big help, isn't it? So a little bit sticking out here. That's the leg of the table. Just make sure we got it so that you can see everything, so that you know, you get everything in place, even if you decide to go with a brush. There we go. It's much better. You could even darken this one up a little bit on the edge. And so you get these acrylic markers, then you can add your more detail to everything. So much easier than a brush. So that's the acrylic marker. I'll check with my Amazon shop for you. If I have one there, I will put in a link it for you. Okay, that's it there. Alright, okay, so it should be able to get them in different colors to help you. Now what else do we need to do? Let's do their dress or their skin tone, I wonder. We have to start with something. I'm going to start with the dress. I think it looks easier. So you can have whatever color you want. I'm going to use an orangey color on one dress. I'm going to try. So I just moved to the side there so I can come closer to what I'm trying to do here. And let's see, the dress. I'm going to add a bit of white to that because that's very transparent. Whenever your color is transparent, add white. That will really make it stand out. Or if your color is dull, just add white. I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to mark this. Now I can lighten this up. This is the edge of the chair, where she's leaning her arm on, and if I forget about that, then I'm going to end up messing up her arm. So I'm just going to put that in there like that. Okay, because I don't want this chair to be totally black, but I'm going to use this marker to help me. And because it's acrylic paint, it's not going to, it's going to be part of the painting. Okay. Make sure you put the top on all the time. They won't dry up on you. So I don't think they're real cheap, but they're not expensive. So the cheer is going to be kind of an orangey color, but a darker orangey color, more on the red side. So we'll go with red. Let's add more red to this. So you want to have harmony in your painting, so this is why I'm keeping the colors close to each other, I'd say. I would call it. If you get to markers, you can do this so much easier. But you want to learn how to use your brushes too. So don't use the markers, you know, all the time. But if you need help at times, I'm just going to darken that a little bit down here. And good. And this part here. Alrighty then, I'm going to put her dress on now and then I'll come back to that. So I'm going to use a small flat brush, as small as you can find it. Small round, whatever works for you. And I'm going to use, what color dress can we have hers? I don't want it to clash with the background. Probably something really dark, maybe some blue and yellow, which makes it dark green. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I think a green would be nice, yeah, for a change. So let's go with that. Don't lose her arm. Good. Make sure your brush is not too wet. Alright, for your flesh tone with the three primary colors and white, now you can use burnt sienna or any brown to add to it. I didn't put it on my palette, so I'm trying to show you what you can do with three colors. We'll go with a little teeny weeny bit of blue, very tiny bit of blue. Barely see it. A bit of red. Pinkish color and some yellow. A little more red. Depends on the flesh tone. If the flesh tone is really dark, then you're going to need your brown. All right. I'm just going to use this for now. Even add this little bit of yellow here. Yellow ochre is nice too for flesh tone. There we go. All right, let's try that. So we will go to neck. So we'll finish her leg. It's her dress, it's her leg. Alrighty then, doing okay. Whatever straps or anything that goes, or we'll have to do that after. So just fill it in. Alrighty then, so I'll make sure you can see it too, right? I think her dress might come over a little bit more. That's her hand. I'm going to darken her dress a little bit because it's blending in with the flesh tone. So I'm just going to go with red, top of what I already got done there, just to give it some kind of color. All right. Now we'll add a little bit of red. I don't want it to get mixed up with the back either. You know, you don't want two colors crashing together or being in competition with each other either. So I'll probably make this dress a nice pink color. Just gonna get the red on first, just to make it nice and bright. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of white. Just using a small brush, a bit of white, while the paint is still wet, so we can brighten it up to a pinkish color. So if your colors, you know, you can always change your colors, don't worry. All right. It's a bit better. Although I like the orange color better, but let's see. It's cute. A bit of highlight here. Just trying to get it bright enough so you can see it, so you can see the shape and everything. That's a little better. She looks like she got the pants on instead of skirt, doesn't she? That's fine. We'll leave it like that. Looks good. That looks fine. I'm going to add a little bit of blue and white together and make a little cushion under her she's sitting on. Just make it really light so it won't clash with the background there. See, all these little details helps start bringing it together. You'll start seeing it coming to life. Good. And now we'll do maybe the shoes. Get a small round brush, small as you can find. And we will mix up, let's see, maybe some pink for this shoe here to match her suit. What do you think of that? So this shoe, I'm going to take some white and red together. I didn't mix it, I'm just going to mix it here. So I need a little round brush. The heel's going to be a bit darker, so I'll just add a little bit of red, blue to that. It's blue and red and white, you know, just to darken up that red a bit so we can still see the heel, but we're hoping to have it a little bit darker. Just add a little bit of blue to your reddish color. That's too blue. Add some more red. Yeah, I kind of like that red there. I want to add some color, you know. So you might have to fiddle it a little bit to get what you're looking for. That's better. That looks better there. I got something in the back there. I might have to get rid of that one. It's okay. So, do the same here. More white, so it'll stand out. Good. A little bit of red and blue for the heel. Bit of red, just to say it's part of the shoe anyway. Nice. Maybe we should match up the shoes with the dress. Make green or get green. Okay, you can make it with blue and yellow, or you can just get some green. We'll match up the shoes with the dress. Why not? Marvelous. Add a little bit of blue to that just to so you can see that heel better. There we go. Nice. Alrighty then. Add a little bit of light. A little bit of white, not much, just on the edge so you can see it here. Cool. Looks so cute, doesn't it? So let's do their faces now with flesh tone. We're not going to need much because it is a caricature of a face, so it doesn't have to be the perfect portrait face, alright? It's more of a caricature. That's her lips there, so we'll leave that there like that. We'll do the other girl. When you see the reference photo, you'll be able to add where the lips and the eyes go, alright? Alright. Okay. Just fixing up a couple of things I had messed up here. That's part of her shirt there, so I gotta fix that. Now, you know, while we're at it, why don't we just give that flesh tone a second coat while we're here, while we got the colors out. Okay, let's put some shadows in there. Starting to get into a little bit more detailing now. So you're going to use your green. If you got green paint, go ahead and use that. Green paint. Or if you got brown, use that instead. I'm just making our own brown. Alright, so with some green. That was with the blue and the red and the blue and the yellow, and I made green, and now I'm going to add a bit of red to it to turn it brown. But you can use your own brown, okay? Got a bit of brown going on there now, see? And we're going to use some white to add to that so that we can have a shadow color. I'm going to add more red. Better. So where the shadow's going to be, that's what I got to figure out now. Maybe there's a shadow here. Shadow here. Shadow here. Around the head a little bit. In the neck. On the leg here. Probably down here. I'm thinking the light is shining on the front of this here. Just trying to think of where you're sitting there. Where would the light shine? Don't know. All right, and we don't want that to dry, so clean off your brush. Wipe it off in your tissue. Because we want to catch that while it's wet so we can blend that edge. We don't want that sharp edge there. If you lose it, just go back in with some of your lighter because it dries so fast, right? So you scrub that on there. And like I say, if you lose it, go in with the one that you made earlier, the lighter one, and just go around over it a little bit. You might have to go back and forth a little bit so to get those shadows in there. Thinking it might be a little bit of highlight on her foot here, just that will make it look even more shadowy, see? So I'm trying to figure out where is that light coming from. That's nice. That's nice. There we go. Maybe even a little bit on her knee. If I could keep my hand still, I'd be able to do it right for you. A little bit on the edge here, maybe. Gives that little extra punch, doesn't it? See that? A little extra punch. So I'm just putting a little bit of white on the corner of my brush, around the edge of my brush. And I'm finding spots that I think might the sun or light, I should say, because I don't know. Yeah, they could be sitting in the sun. I don't see why not. They're outside the cafe. It's a nice little boost. Oops, my hand slipped that time. Always try to figure out where you think the light is. And that's where you'll put your brightest brights, because that'll really bring it out nicely. I'm going to add a little bit to her shoulder over here. Here maybe. And let's put our shadow on first. So our shadow, if the light is over here, then the shadow would be in the front, wouldn't it? Be around here somewhere. She would be sitting in the shade probably. So you need 3 values, okay? Just need 3 values. That really helps it. Makes it more interesting. Cute. I'm going to add a little white to the dress here, just to say there's light shining on there. And maybe a little bit. She needs her dress. Second coat on her dress, okay? So we're getting more into the smaller details now. Alright, final details. So this is where you can fix up anything that you don't like. Add highlights and shadows. Straighten up some of your lines. Good, and then you can add a little bit of white highlight, maybe a little bit here, I don't know, it's just not too much. I don't want to blend it a little bit so it won't be too outstanding. So just like I said, to get your 3 values, right? You got your dark, medium, and light. Good. Now I'm going to fix her lips there so she looks like she got a decent face. Just going to get a small round brush again. Small flat or small round or whatever you got there. And I'm going to give her some red lips. That's cute. And I'm going to give her an eye. Oh boy. Bring her hair more. I'm going to put her hair right over her face. Just for a bit of fun. There we go. She got one eye. She got one eye peeping out. That's good enough. This will go one over here too. It's cute. That's cute. I like that. Now I like their hair, but I want to add some color to their hair a little bit. What can we do with it? Let's see. I don't know. Let's add some. Get some brown. Make some brown or get some brown and we'll add some highlights to her hair. So I'm gonna make my brown and add a little bit of white. That way I can, you know, add some curls or whatever I want to it, okay? Just make these little short strokes, quick strokes going out there. Pull that to her face and pull up. Little short strokes. Leave it a bit dark on the bottom there for shadow and add some more quick strokes. Just making it light there because of the light. That's different, isn't it? Tone it down a bit for you. There we go. And let's do the same with the other hair. Let's give her kind of a reddish highlight to her hair. How's that? Like, it's your painting, so you can do whatever you want, right? So she has this little piece coming out here. Oh, that's too much with the background. So let's go with yellow. Let's do some yellow. Let's do a blonde, kind of blondish here. And white. White and yellow. A little bit of red, give kind of reddish, whitish. I just want it to be lighter than what it is, but I'm keeping some of those darks underneath. Just kind of making little short strokes. You can tap at it. Depends on what kind of hair you want. You might want her to have straight hair. I don't know for sure, but I'm just going to tap on a bit of this and a bit of that. It's too light. I need the bottom there a bit darker. Now I'm picking her hairstyle, right? Because this is my painting, so I can give her any hairstyle I want, any color here I want. I want her to have kind of an orangey color here. I'm just adding reds and yellows. Yeah, that's cool. Look at that. I like it. I like it. It's different, that's for sure. That's okay. I might even it out a bit back here more. Just kind of tapping around the different colors, yellows and reds and white. Well, it's kind of a cartoony, so it can be any colors you want. See, isn't that cute? I like it. I like the colors standing out. They're really cute. All right, got that much done. Oh, I got to fix that dress there. Okay. Such a small detail, it's hard to see. So that's pink, right? All right, a little bit of red and a little bit of now, that's her arm there, so that was kind of it's her arm there, kind of interferes with that dress there. Better. That's better because I gotta make some sense to it, right? There you go. You always got to make a few adjustments here and there. I'm gonna put some more white in that cushion down there because after fading into the background. Yeah, that's better. Great. So why don't we highlight the chairs a small bit, just probably with some pink or something. Just pick up some white, red, or white and yellow, whatever you want, and just put it on the edge. That's why you need a chiseled edge brush. So let's make some more brown. Get your brown. Make your brown. Got a green and red. And we will put some down here just to get a better shape. Try to get our 3 values again, okay? Dark. So dark. Just getting it on the edge here so we can have some shape and so we can get our 3rd value. And then we'll go with medium, so we'll add a bit of white to that, or yellow. Maybe some yellow might be nice. Some yellow and white to your dirty brush. And then we'll get in here with some of our medium. Maybe a bit more yellow. It might be too dark. Alright. So experiment, you know, don't worry. As long as you get your 3 values, you'll be fine. This is our 2nd value. And it's nice. And then some white for a 3rd value. Just on the edge here. Doesn't matter where your 3rd value goes in some cases, as long as it makes some sense. It's kind of nice, isn't it? And then I'm going to add some orangey color on my flat brush. I'm just going to tone this up a little bit. Some values of color in here. So you do it on either side. And then we're going to add yellow to a dirty brush. Just get that in there to mix it all together. More yellow. White. Really brighten up that center there. Now that it's all wet, I can just move it around, see, without destroying everything, but I can lighten it all up and blend it all together, give it a nicer effect, a nicer look to it. See, that looks much better, doesn't it? Right, this part here, I think I like to make that darker. To match that side there, see? That's nicer, isn't it? Much better now, right? And then take that brown again and probably make a little line going here, a little squiggly line going here, and then maybe a little top right here. And some white, as you know, we want to put a little light on the edge here. Good. And what about maybe a little bit, there's light coming in here, so maybe we can add a little bit of a edge here. There we go. There we go. edge a little bit. I left our white. There's not so much over there, see? But I'm trying to be mindful of where the light is to make it all match and suit each other. There you go, that's nice. Now we'll highlight those cups a bit so they'll stand out. So I'm just going to get some white, throw in a little bit of my brown color, and just bring it on the edge here. A little more white. And a little more white. I'll leave the bottom like a little where it's standing, sitting. There we go, and oh. My hand moved. Yep. So if you mess up, like this big handle here is too big, try to go back to your color of your background there. Match up that background and be able to get rid of that. Go. I'm going to add a little bit of white tablecloth here. That's good. You can see those cups there now. So add a little bit of shadow color under the legs of the table, which is red and blue, to get a purplish color. Red and the blue. Get a bit of a shadow color. Put a little bit of shadow under the cups too. So the light is over here, so the shadows will go back this way. This way. And also under the legs, a table, and her feet. If the light's coming in around this way, if you think the light is around coming in from the right, then the shadows will go back to the left. Don't need a big lot. I mean, you know, you don't want to. You want to overpower these shadows, but in your mind try to picture where the shadows may be, because the reference photo don't show any shadows. We have to kind of make them up ourselves. I'm not using a huge amount of paint because I don't want to overpower it. But you can see it grounds them, right? Grounds them to the ground. Yeah. Good. So let's straighten up a few things here. Now let's see if we can get this done better than that. Let's just get that straighter. Brighten them up. So you don't have to worry there. I'm not too worried about this up here. I can make all that work. I can make that work. Yes, I'll make it work. How much fun it is though, isn't it? Huh? You know, shadows, straight lines. We're gonna make that line over here straighter, so we'll get our brown again. Like I say, you can use the tape or chisel edge of your brush. So you won't have to worry too much. I'm gonna let you come in with the shadows there. I'm gonna let you. You do whatever you want. Because I know if I do something, you'll follow me. And I don't want to steer you wrong, but I just want you to know that you can do whatever you want. I'm just kind of getting shadows. And, you know, maybe this is one of those cloth ones, right, that hang down and it got shadows going on in there too. See, isn't that better? Now, we'll do the same with the other. I'm going to add some highlight. Okay. It's different, isn't it? It's not one of those ones where you gotta sit for hours and hours making perfect lines. And cool. I like it. I hope you do. I hope you like it. I hope you like it enough to do it. Or get your own version. A little bit of white. I really like it, I must say. It's cool. It's cute. Now I want to get some purple. I want to do something to clean up that background there. Just here. Just to, because it looks like it's messy. You need to lean down in your brush and get that chisel edge. You know what I'm going to do there? I'm going to put a couple of flower pots there. You know that? Because that's what, it's like it's empty. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little flower pot here. Maybe a round one or something. There we go. That's one. Make the letter C, backwards C, forward C, just to get a shape. Alright. Perfect. And then we will, now we will need to give a little bit of a I'm gonna get a smaller brush so I can reach in around here, because I still want to clean this edge up here too. Even though I'm putting something there, I want to bring that down a little bit. Clean up that edge. And I want to get this here, here. See all these little details? I mean, it really helps, you know. But as you notice, it's at least 3 values of each color, okay? 3 values. You can see the difference it makes. Certainly see the difference. Rubbing out some shadows, nothing to worry about. You don't highlights there when I'm at it. Kind of bring it out like that. That's all. Now I'm going to add a couple little flowers there, and then I think we're done. I could play with it all day, see? Because it's so much fun. I'm going to add a little bit of white to that grayish color, and just give it kind of like it's like the wood, you know, it's kind of a different kind of wood. So just a little, just to bring it out a little bit more, that's all. Makes everything stand out more when you do these kind of things. Short strokes on the edges there, that's all. I think that's okay. those little streaks and stripes. So one more thing, and then I will definitely stop. All right, so I got a little vases done, and I'm going to make some green, dark green. Get some dark green. All right, and then we will add that to here to make it like just little flowers are going to fall around down there. One over here. Just tap, 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 tap. All right. And then you are going to clean off your brush a bit. It's okay if there's some green paint on it. And go into some yellow. Tap it off so that maybe a little bit of red can come an orangey look. Like this. And throw some flowers on here. There we go. And some red ones, some orange and yellow. Go. So just a couple more finishing touches and we'll be done. I'm just going to fix that ledge up there. It's kind of crooked. That's better. And then you're going to add a little bit of white to it. Give it a wood look. Just to your dirty brush. Make sure you get that chiseled edge though. I think that looks better. Yeah, that's much better. You know, it would be nice too if the coffee was really hot, it would have some smoke, steam coming out of the coffee. That'd be cute, wouldn't it? Let's try it. Just get a small round brush. Get a small round brush and some white paint. Add tiniest bit of blue to it, just so it won't be like overly white. Right, like that. And then wipe it off in your tissue, because we're going to dry brush it on there. See, it's hardly any on there. I'm just going to give it a little bit of steam. That's a cute little addition, isn't it? It's cute, you know, little things like that. See, little things like that. Adds a little extra. Make sure it's not too much paint on your brush. There we go. Good. See, little things like that. Adds a little. Just let me know and I'll do some more like this. Let me know what your suggestions are. And that's it for today. So I hope you enjoyed it, and you can subscribe and give me a like and share and get it out there so other people can see it. So that way I can be able to do lots more videos for you. And thank you for your support at my Patreon page and for watching my videos. Thank you so much. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now from Allison Pryor.